Alright, so I'm here. I'm gonna make the breakfast burrito now. So, what you'll need is some sausage. I got some frozen sausage right here. And then we're gonna use these potatoes instead of cutting up potatoes because that takes too much time. And then some chorizo. You can use any chorizo, but I'm using the beef chorizo. And then you'll need bacon, some cheese, and some eggs. Pretty obvious what you'll need, but anyways, let's get to cooking. Alright, now that you got your bacon laid out, what you're gonna do is preheat the oven to 162 degrees Celsius, or what I'm using, 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, so you put the bacon in the oven. Alright, so you're going to take your eggs and make sure you whisk them, or make sure you mix them very well. Make sure you clean the pan before you use it, so you can use the oil or whatever you put on it. Make sure it sticks, because you don't want the eggs to stick. And a lot of these pans that I have aren't so good. Using canola oil spray. Now, when your pan is heated, alright, so you're going to mix your eggs up. As you can see, they're already kind of forming. Alright, so you're going to add some seasonings. I'm just going to add some standard ground black pepper. And then I've got this stuff right here. It is roasted garlic and sea salt. Add some of that. And you're good. And just let the rest of it cook. And mix it up. I just flip it over. So then I add seasonings to the other side. Like this. Alright, now what you're going to do is lay out another pan, or you can wait until your eggs are cooked. But what I'm doing is I'm going to cook the chorizo right here. So, I just cut this little metal thing off, and then all you do is squeeze most of it out, like Play-Doh. So you want to chop your meat up. Just chop it up, and then you're going to let it cook and just keep chopping it up. It's just going to turn into a bunch of ground pieces, but that's going to be good. That's how you want it. Back over to the eggs. The eggs are done now. What you're going to want to do is take them off. As you can see, it kind of stuck to the pan because these are cheap pans, but it didn't stick a lot like last time, so that's good. Now I'm going to take these off, turn the heat off, take them off. You're going to put the eggs on a plate. There you go. Now that you got your eggs on the plate, we're going to go back to the chorizo. The chorizo should be doing this right now. As you can see, it's bubbling. It should be doing that. You're going to want to kind of move it around so it doesn't stick. There's a lot of oil inside chorizo, so you're going to want to probably strain it afterwards. Or actually, what you're going to want to do is actually put down a few paper towels inside of a strainer and then strain it, kind of like a coffee strainer or something like that, because there's very small particles of meat that you don't want to lose, but there's also tons of oil, and not a lot of people like a bunch of greasy food like this, especially when it's really greasy, but at the end it's kind of easy to scoop out the meat and it separates itself. Just check on the bacon to make sure it's all good. It looks really good right now. It's almost done. Now that you have your shredded hash browns and you cleaned out your pan that you used for your eggs, we're going to switch over to using the opposite burner so we can cook these. You're going to open the bag and pour it inside. What you're going to want to do is pour enough so you cover it in a layer like this. Make sure it's packed. And then you should be good. And you're going to let it cook and do not stir it so that's the bottom brown. And then when you're done, you're going to want to try to flip it. As you can see, all the oil on the chorizo is starting to bubble up at the top, which means when you scoop the chorizo, which means it's almost done, but when you scoop it, you can just let all of that oil just drip out. But we're going to let the chorizo cook a little bit longer. And there's one way that you can tell, there's two ways that you can tell it's done. It's when all the oil goes to the top, and also there's another way to tell, is when it starts to turn a dark color, like around the edges, like this. It's turning dark. And when you first get it, it's like a bright red, so it's pretty obvious. But you gotta be careful with I think it's the pork one, because the pork one stays the same color. Alright, so the chorizo is done. You're gonna take that off. Now that you've got your eggs and chorizo done, we're gonna go over. Now that your hash browns is almost done, you're going to take it off when it's almost done, and then flip it, let it cook a little bit longer, and then put it on a plate. Now that you've got your hash browns done, and your chorizo, and your eggs, let's move over to the bacon. Bacon, as you can see, is almost done. Let it go a little bit longer. Last but not least, sausage. Now that you have your sausage cooking, you're going to want to, once in a while, turn it over. Time to take the bacon out. Look at that delicious bacon. There's the burrito. Warm up the burrito so it gets nice and warm. Add some cheese so it melts. If you guys did like this video, make sure you leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about the video. Also, like the video. That lets me know if you like these videos, if you like the cooking series. Then I'll make another one. Also, subscribe for more content like this and vlogs of my other vlog channel. The link to my channel will be down in the description below. Catch you guys in the next video.